Hello students, welcome to this session. In this session we are going to discuss about the ecological pyramids. It's the topic of ecosystem. Topic of ecosystem. The topic name is ecological pyramid. It is a very important. So already we know what is the shape of pyramids. So what is the pyramids? So how to they are applied to the ecosystem. So first you must know the pyramids. The pyramids, already we know the shape of the pyramid is the base of the pyramid is a broad. The base of the pyramid is a broad. And it go down the narrow. The narrow is increases up to apex level. Up to apex level. It means the narrows down towards the apex. It is a pyramid shape. The base is a broad. The narrows down it's towards the apex. So it means that it is a narrows. And when the base or bottom is a broad, it is a pyramidal shape. So why it is called as a ecological pyramids? It means what is the interrelationship between the trophic level and the next trophic level? It is a graphical representation. Graphical representation. That's why it is known as a ecological pyramids. Ecological pyramids. It means the trophic relationship. The trophic relationship. Trophic relationship. In the account of number and biomass and energy. So the trophic relationship and account of are assumes of the number and energy and biomass. So first this ecological pyramids is represented by Charles Elton. Charles Elton. So that's why the another name of ecological pyramid is known as Eltonian pyramids. Eltonian pyramids. Because of these pyramids are represented by the ecosystem of the relation between the trophic level by the Elton. The Charles Elton. That's why it is known as Eltonian pyramids. Eltonian pyramids. And the next in here. So, the trophic structure, the trophic level structure, the trophic structure and function of an ecosystem. So, it means the graphical representation, the relation of the trophic structure and function of an ecosystem is known as ecological pyramids. The ecological pyramids can shows as a structure and function of the trophic relation or the trophic representation and an ecosystem. It is known as ecological pyramids. Ecological pyramids. These ecological pyramids is can divide into three types. Or the Eltonian pyramids can divide into three types. What are they? So that it is. So one is number pyramid. So first one is the ecological number pyramid. Ecological number pyramids. So it means in an ecosystem, the trophic level will be there. So already we know in the previous session that is a 4 trophic level. The bottom at the base trophic level is known as a primary producers, and the second trophic level is known as a primary consumers. So what is the number going on in an ecosystem? The trophic level, what is the number? What is the number assumes in an ecosystem in number of organisms? So in here, if you observe the primary producers, the number in high. Primary producers means the first trophic level. It is a autotrophs. It is is known as a autotrophs. Autotrophs are primary producers. Or another is known as a first trophic level. And which organisms they are depending on the primary producers for the feeding purpose. So the primary producers number is in high. So when compared with the primary consumers, say primary consumers. PC means primary consumers. The primary consumers number is a lower than the primary producers at the first trophic level. The primary consumers is known as a second trophic level. And the secondary consumers is the known as the third trophic level. The third trophic level number of organisms is a lower than the primary consumers or the secondary trophic level. The second trophic level or the primary consumers number is a lower than the primary producers or first trophic level. And the last one is the tertiary consumers. So it is a fourth trophic level. The number of tertiary consumers is a lower than the secondary consumers. So in here, the particular number is not important. So for example, so in here 15,050 organisms of the primary producers are the first trophic level. So when going into the second trophic level, the number will be decreases. For example, in here only 5,010 organisms is there. For example purpose, number is not important. And so when the number compared with the secondary consumers to the primary consumers is lower, is in here only 300 of organisms is there. So when the compared with the tertiary consumers is only 20 organisms. It means the bottom or the base of the pyramid is a high in number or the broad range. When the increasing the next trophic level, the narrow increases. It means that narrow down to apex. The narrow down to apex. It is a pyramidal shape. The number will be decreases from the primary producers to secondary consumers to tertiary consumers. It means the trophic level increases from the first, second, third, fourth. The number also decreases. It is known as a ecological number pyramid. And the second one is known as the ecological biomass pyramid. What is biomass? So what is biomass? In here, biomass means the dry weight of organisms. Dry weight. It means the weight without water. The organisms weight without water. It means the dry weight of the organisms is known as the biomass. The ecological biomass pyramid also it is an upright pyramid. Upright pyramid means in here biomass. For example, primary producers weight, biomass, dry weight is higher than the primary consumers. The primary consumers, the biomass is greater than the secondary consumers. The secondary consumers biomass greater than the tertiary consumers. The biomass also same is followed by the number pyramid. So when the base of the pyramid is a broad and fx is a narrow, it means narrow down to fx at the top level. The narrow down to the fx. So the biomass also is known as a upright pyramid. So actually pyramid base is the pyramidal shape is a base is a broad and apex is a narrow. Apex is a narrow. And the third one pyramid is known as a energy pyramid. Third one is known as a ecological energy pyramid. Ecological energy pyramid. So already we know in the previous session that is how to the energy flow from the one trophic level to the next trophic level. So the scientist name is a Lindemann. The energy can flows from the one trophic level to the next, followed by the Lindemann's 10% law. So what is the Lindemann 10% law? Lindemann's 10% law. It means the primary producers has a energy. The energy can flow the next trophic level. It is a first trophic level, and the second trophic level is known as a primary consumers. The primary consumers next is known as a secondary consumers, and third is a tertiary consumers. In here, the energy can flows only 10% from the previous trophic level to the next trophic level. Near first trophic level, second trophic level, third trophic level, fourth trophic level. So first to second, only 10% energy can flows from the first trophic level to the second, and the second trophic level to third trophic level only 10% of energy. For example, the first trophic level has a 10,000 joules energy. In here, for example, 10,000 joules of energy has a primary producers at the first trophic level. When the energy can flows only 10% to the next trophic level, primary producers to the primary consumers. Only 10% means near 1000 joules energy. Only 1000 joules energy can flows from the first trophic level to the second, for the example purpose. And the second trophic level to third trophic level, only 100 joules energy can flows from the primary consumers to the next trophic level or the secondary consumers. And the secondary consumers, the tertiary consumers, only 10% energy. That means 10 joules of energy can flows from the first trophic level to the second to the third to the fourth. In your primary producer is 10,000 joules, but is a tertiary consumers energy is a 10 joules only. So it means some of the energy can lost by the heat, by the process of respiration. Some of the energy can lost by the heat during the respiration. Each and every organisms can they do the respiration. During the respiration, some of the energy can lost by the heat. So that's why only 10% of energy can flows from the first trophic level to the next trophic level. So it is already we know that this rule is known as a Lindemann's 10% law. Lindemann's 10% law, and this is known as a upright pyramids. These be three pyramids: the ecological number pyramid and biomass pyramid and energy pyramid. These pyramids are upright pyramids. Upright pyramid means the base is a broad and apex is a narrow. So that's why it is a upright pyramid or the straighted pyramids. And next we are going to discuss about the inverted pyramid. It is also important. Inverted pyramids. That is inverted pyramids. Inverted. It means not a straighted. The base is not a broad. So in here the ecological number inverted pyramids. The ecological number inverted pyramids. In the number pyramid is inverted. So what is the example going on here? So the inverted number pyramid, ecological inverted number pyramids example is a banyan tree. Banyan tree. So for example, in here, the banyan tree is a only one. It is a tree, banyan tree. It is known as a primary producers. Primary producers. It's autotrophs at the first trophic level. And the number of organisms. So in here, so the primary producers, only one tree, one banyan tree. So number of the birds and herbivores, like I say, lizards and squirrels and insects, birds. The number of birds and insects, herbivores. So they are depending on the one tree. It is only one tree. In here, the number of birds and insects and squirrels, that is known as a herbivores. It is a second trophic level, it is a first trophic level. The primary producers is a banyan tree, is a autotrophs, is known as a first trophic level. The second trophic level is a herbivores. And some of the ectoparasites, they are depending on the number of ectoparasites. They are depending on the herbivores, like I say, birds, squirrels, and the insects. The ectoparasites are living on the birds, depending on the herbivores. Also, second trophic level. It is a third trophic level. And it is a parasites, the third trophic level. And the hyperparasites, number is increases. It is a hyperparasites. Which parasites is depending on the parasites. It is known as a hyperparasites. So in here, base is a narrow, and fx is a broad. So it is a inverted pyramid. The ecological inverted number pyramid. So example is a banyan tree. And second example is the parasitic ecosystem. In the parasitic ecosystem, only one or two number of parasites they can entering into the host body, or one or two organs. So later their number will be increases. In the severe cases of the disease, the number is a high increase. The first infection stage is a few in number. The parasites number in very few. So later the number will be increases, followed by the reproduction. And after the long time, their number will be increases. In the severe case, the number will be increases. For example, in the malarian disease, so 2 or 3 sporozoites are entering into the body. So they reaches into the liver. So in the reaches into the liver, the trophozoite stage, the number will be increases up to 100. And RBC cells is 1,000. And the total infection time is a minimum. For example, the number is not important, the constant number is not important in here. So it means the parasitic type, the number will be increases. It means the bottom is a narrow, but apex is a broad. It's an inverted pyramid, inverted number pyramid. And next, inverted biomass pyramid. The inverted biomass pyramid. The ecological biomass inverted pyramid. Biomass inverted pyramid. The example is a aquatic ecosystem. Aquatic ecosystem. In the aquatic ecosystem or sea ecosystem. Sea ecosystem. In here, the biomass means the dry weight of organisms. Dry weight of the organisms is known as a biomass. In here, phytoplanktons is a producers. The primary producers are first trophic level. That is known as a phytoplanktons. For example, the algal bloom or diatoms is known as a phytoplanktons, is known as a primary producers. The biomass of the primary producers is a very low. Then the primary consumers. It is a second trophic level. So in here, primary consumers means zooplanktons. The zooplanktons biomass is a higher than the phytoplanktons, or the second trophic level biomass is a higher than the first trophic level. The primary producers, the primary consumers. The primary consumers is a biomass higher than the primary producers, and the secondary consumers. The secondary consumers means the small aquatic organisms like as a fishes, small fishes like organisms. The secondary consumers biomass is higher than the primary consumers in aquatic ecosystem or the sea ecosystem. It is the fourth trophic level is known as a tertiary consumers. The fourth trophic level is known as a tertiary consumers. The tertiary consumers, for example, here blue whale. The tertiary consumers biomass is a higher than the secondary consumers. So in here also same, the bottom is a narrow and fx is a broad. So that's why it is a inverted pyramids. Only we can see the biomass inverted pyramid and number inverted pyramid, but we can't see the energy inverted pyramid. It means the very important point that is the energy pyramid in always upright pyramid. The energy pyramids never show the inverted. The ecological energy pyramid never show the inverted. Never shows the inverted pyramid. So it means the energy when the first trophic level to the, it means the first trophic level means the primary producers are autotrophs. The first energy is produced by the primary producers. Primary producers to the tertiary consumers, the energy will be decreased. It means in always the energy pyramid, it can show the upright pyramid. Okay, the next topic is some limitation is there. Some limitations. So what is the limitation of ecological pyramids? In here, the limitation of ecological pyramids. It means the detritivores cannot mention any trophic level of the pyramids. Detritivores. Already you know, detritivores means is a decomposers. Detritivores means is a decomposer organisms. Which organisms can destroying of the death organs or death organisms? Which organisms destroy the death parts or the death of the organisms? Is known as the detritivores. Or another name is a saprophytes. The saprophytes or detritivores cannot mention the any trophic level of the pyramids. It is the one limitation. So detritivores can do the main role. Detritivores can play the main role in the ecosystem. Detritivores can play the main role in the ecosystem, but it cannot mention the any trophic level of the pyramid. It is a first. It means the detritivores cannot mention the any trophic level. It means the detritivores not mention in any trophic level of the pyramid. In any trophic level of the pyramid. Trophic level of the pyramid. So it is a one first limitation. And the second limitation is, the second one is, the same species of an organisms do not mention in the two or more than two trophic level of pyramids, ecological pyramids. It means the ecological pyramids, the same species of an organisms, the compulsory mention the any trophic level, any one only. It can mention the any one trophic level, but it cannot mention it means the do not mention two or more trophic level. So for example, the crow is there. The crow is a herbivore. Sometimes it is depending on the seeds of the plants, and sometimes it can depending on the flesh or meat or insects. It means the crow only mention either primary consumers or the secondary consumers, but it cannot mention the both. It cannot mention the two trophic level or more than two trophic level. It means the same species of an organism, it can mention the only one trophic level. It cannot mention two or more than two trophic level. It is a second limitation. And third limitation is in the simple food chain. In the simple food chain, the third limitation. In the simple food chain, the organisms are depending on the only one type of organisms. So after the few days or the few years, so then the simple food chain, the preys are extincted. The preys are no more. So, but the depending organisms, it cannot existed from the earth. So it means the simple food chain, it cannot introduced in the total pyramid. It means this a simple food chain, the almost never exists. The prey exists. It means one of the organisms is depending on the only one of the organisms. After long times, the depending organisms or the feeding organisms will be less, or the no more on the earth. They are eaten by the secondary level of the organisms. But the secondary level of the organisms will be existed, but not existed in the food chain. It means the simplest known as the food web it cannot mention in the ecological pyramids. Only food chain is can mentioned. So according or assumes the food chains, the second trophic level of organisms can never existed. It is the third limitation. This is the limitations of the ecological pyramids. Okay. Thank you for watching of this video. Bye. Have a nice day.